This was another long video. I don't know if we even want to watch it, but I have been curious about this. And I don't know a lot. So maybe I'll skip around on some of it, but this is console cheats on Call of Duty. And he tested it out. This video's gone pretty big. It's got 76K views on it. So let's take a look.
Footage that can only be found right here on just how advanced and unfair console cheating has really become. Last night, we tested computer vision cheats for Call of Duty on console.
So I've heard about this, but I didn't know. Basically, it's like a capture card watching the gameplay. This is my high level. Let's see what it turns out to be. And it's basically an AI reading the information and being able to react and help input faster than a player could. So it doesn't actually get additional detail. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe this is console cheats that's actually like... Because this looks like aimbot. This looks even crazier. This looks like it's actually in the console, not something that's just watching it. I don't understand how this stuff
computer vision
can't be
cheats
detected.
For Call of Duty on console. We tested the aimbot, we tested the ESP features, and we also put them to work against an above-average player in a private match. And let me be the first to tell you, from what I saw, we have a lot to fear from this technology. The fact that the third provider of the last cheat that you're going to see displayed in this video, and from what I can gather, they happen to be the most used provider of this type of cheat, saw that there was a person demonstrating their cheats to us, and they ended up pulling the plug on his license and banned him from using their cheats live on my stream. So I'd have to say, this definitely has the potential to be extremely overpowered, and the proof of all that is on the video that begins.
I mean, it's a
right
cheater.
Now.
Of course, it's going to be overpowered.
What's up? What's good, YouTube? Hope all is well, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Hoppa, and today I want to share with you guys the findings from my research performed on the live stream Friday night, where we tested several providers of computer vision cheats.
If you test cheats, you will also be banned, though. Like, isn't he just going to be banned from Call of Duty?
That offered aimbot and even...
I saw somebody do this. It was like a giant YouTuber on Fortnite who was like, "Hey, I'm just going to go in and test cheats today, and let's just see how silly we can be and try it out." I didn't even watch the full video, but then he got banned. I think he got banned on Twitch as well. And then like his whole... I never followed up with it, but I'm pretty sure it just ended his whole career right there. So I don't...
One had an ESP feature. And yes,
this is interesting.
All these cheats work on console. And if you want to know exactly how these programs work, I suggest checking out the last two videos that we did. Links will be down in the description.
What, does he teach people how to cheat?
Shout out to Vortex1M and Caps.
Holy shit, should we even be watching this?
Cheat on console when PC cheats are better and more refined than these but
I want to know how the cheats...
But you need a PC to use the cheats. Why would people use the PC to cheat on console when PC cheats are better and more refined than these console cheats? Well, that's actually a pretty good question. But let me answer your question with a question. What's stopping somebody from setting this type of cheat up, refining it, and then going to a site like CMG, who only bans players whose cheats accidentally pop up on screen, or if a dispute's challenged, they allow the accused to stream in a Monocam broadcast at 240p. But what if I decided to do all that, refine these, and make these cheats really good? What's to stop me from stealing everybody's money through console-only competition? Because after all, I'm on console. I'm not cheating, right?
Yeah,
also,
I think that's a big element of a lot of this, too, is a lot of people do say that Call of Duty doesn't have... they're like, oh, we can't play with the PC players because the PC players are just ruining everything. Because there's so many, because that's the only place that the cheats can be.
How do we know there aren't people that are already doing this? After all,
that's the bigger concern.
Customers of various providers of these type of cheats. Could this already be taking place? You be the judge. All right, you guys want to see what computer vision cheats look like? The triangle above the head of the called Chiakai. And the way this works is this program is reading the game capture, just the visual information it's being fed, identifying objects, and detecting them as human, or like boom, right there, like it's detecting the triangle above the head of the enemy.
Yeah, see? So it's just looking at the capture. So it's not something that's actually even on the console. But wouldn't there be a delay with that?
And reacting to that.
Go up top. come through, not there, but come through here again.
I thought the red was like looking through the wall, but it's not. Dude,
100%
what the
automated and-
hell?
Like it's basically like a trigger bot. So when it detects that little
Diamond.
magenta colored diamond or whatever, purple diamond, the AI will use the virtual controller.
Yep,
and put the
this is
aim
what
on
it
the
is,
input,
dude.
or to the
What?
input, lining it up.
This is on
firing
console.
automatically. And this was
So
without
how-
any training or anything. This is straight out of the box.
Yeah, pretty much. With this particular program, you do not need a Titan 2 or Cronus. This is me
Really?
playing.
That's what I
with
always
a
hear about is a
PlayStation
Cronus.
5 plugged directly into the computer right now.
Copycat is a way he can do this without having to use a Titan 2 or anything like that.
Correct.
That is a software-based virtual input device.
We're gonna see how that becomes bigger and smaller. That's supposed to be your detection box. So you're gonna see when I go to aim. Whoa. Now I'm trying to flick the controller away.
See how it's like
Which-
it's reading the dot over the head, but this would, I mean, I assume this would be for multiplayer, not for Warzone, because you don't see the dot over their head on Warzone. I guess there's other ways to do it. Yeah, there probably would be some delay, but the capture cards are pretty quick. I mean, even the delay from these two things is pretty quick, and the AI is, you know, pretty fast at this point. And if it's doing the aiming anyways, and you can't, like, it's aiming anyways, and oh, jeez, dude.
Around, you see how it's dragging it in. You see how it's got that yellow box around the top, because what Predator is doing is it's detecting that pink diamonds. Bring up that. Oh, that was pretty nice right there.
Yeah, this is live, Rick.
Oh, let's do that again.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
fucking smooth.
looks like a soft aimbot to me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else
All
you
right,
would
stop
call
moving now.
that.
Stop moving. That works in hardcore. Stick assist will work in hardcore. Oh, see, that time it kinda. Yeah.
They were saying before
That was
that
100%
they,
automatic. That tracking,
Yeah.
the bullets that were fired, that's 100% automatic. You
Yeah, I
didn't do
didn't
any
do
of that.
nothing. Nope. I just aim. I'm just aiming and it's shooting.
Yeah, you got the trigger bot on
That is
too.
ridiculous.
Auto
Mhm.
shoot or whatever.
I mean, if you were to watch a clip of this and you didn't know, you wouldn't know that this is.
Yeah, it's a little.
You really wouldn't.
Yeah, because the aim's already so bad anyways. I mean, like, he's missing bigger than the box around this even is. But, like, being able to instantly react to, even if somebody pulls cover and they're behind it, it takes you, what is it, like a normal person's reaction time is like 200 milliseconds or something like that? Maybe 300 for average or something like that. If you're like, that's the opportunity for you to make a juke play. But if a computer can just instantly read that and tell, oh, this person's behind cover, is no longer visible, holds the shot, saves those last couple bullets in the mag, whatever, for the end, like,
Yeah, like that looks like
Like,
somebody's
if you just
actually
watch the
tracking
gameplay,
with
it
their
just looks like
controller.
aim assist.
It does look normal. I've been saying that the whole time he was testing.
For the most part, but there are little glimpses you get.
There are, like,
You'll
when
see
it- when it-
stick
but
plays
when you
with-
kill
it would only
me
be enough
and it
for
drops
suspicion.
down?
It would be like, oh, 100% they're cheating type thing.
No.
but like, how would you be able to even detect that? Because clearly it's not even perfect. It's not reacting, right? This isn't even a cheat that's like, oh, I'm looking through the wall at information that's not available to me. It's only looking at information that is available. It's just taking that information and then actually creating its own inputs that are, of course, way better than any human could ever do. Now, clearly, the base skill of this person is not
I wouldn't.
absurd anyways. And with the built-in aim assist that's already in the game,
It
like,
would be like, oh, 100% they're cheating type thing.
No, I wouldn't.
That was fully auto.
What happens when these get so advanced?
Like, that's not
that they
even
can
any
be,
inputs.
You know, they're so
he's not even pulling the
so good
trigger.
they can run them on like a fucking $200 computer. You don't think people? You know, really? I think yes, and I think
Yeah, I think people would definitely
especially
do that.
the harder they hit the PC side of cheats, people are just gonna move on. They're gonna move on to DMA. They start taking DMA. This will be something that they have to address. The only way they're gonna address it is if there's awareness brought to it.
This dude, it's like you get the.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a big problem in Warzone in the beginning of the game too, is that there was so many people that were cheating, but it wasn't big enough to where, like, then they do a ban wave, and it was like, I think it was like 500,000 accounts got banned in like some of the first waves that they did because they started running anti-cheat on the game, and they started catching it.
Nah, you can see though, it's definitely.
What I've seen so far is like it's viable as it sits now with it being tuned correctly and shit. Just like how, I mean, aimbot out of the box, even from fucking other providers that are tuned right, it's gonna be great, right? So like, whereas this, it's the same thing, right? You still have to get the tuning right.
About 36 months and about 36 months of rewas. Imagine yourself.
As you know, Hoppa, from the last video you posted, Elon. Let's see.
Oh, brother. That sucks. I mean, it definitely sucks for console as well. I'm sure, or at least I hope, Call of Duty's aware that these things are out there, and maybe they can come up with something to help counter it. And even, I don't know, though. I don't know what they do. Obviously, I don't know what they're even doing in the first place for all of these anti-cheats, for how they catch things. But I think this is why there's probably so much gray area of why people get also shadow banned in the first place off of accounts. I don't know. And I think this is bigger than even just, they can only ban PC cheaters, not console. Yeah, like how would you even detect this in the first place? I guess they would have to know through the USB that you're plugging in that it's not a controller. You're plugging in something that's coming, the signal's coming from a PC. And it's not, it's not an authentic signal. But I'm sure there's so many ways to get it even around that if you actually know what you're doing. And this is, I will say, this is much bigger than just Call of Duty. Much bigger. This can be done in anything. Like Battlefield, they have dots over your head. It would be much easier to even do this in Battlefield, probably, even from longer ranges. And then you could even have it calculate the amount of drop that you need to have. Like what I calculate in my head when I'm going for a sniper shot, I'm looking at like the size of the player. I'm judging the distance out, even without pinging the map. I know like the approximate 100, 200 meter range, especially within like 50 to 150 meters. I'm pretty decent at being able to calculate the drop without pinging. Past 100, once we start getting out like 200, 300, it's really hard to tell the exact amount that I need to put of drop on a gun. And the more I can practice with that gun, the better that I'll get. But if you could just have an AI run all of this and test it all and figure it all out, and then they know the exact amount of drop from all these ranges, they could always hit a first shot, perfect one-tap headshot on anything by calculating it out. And then it also becomes instantly able to cheat in any game. That's even new games. It's just a bigger issue of multiplayer shooters. Or I mean, there's other ways to cheat, even non-shooters too, but in multiplayer games in general. I think this is why it's been so big. Like even like Elden Ring has gotten so big. I think gamers are just looking for different experiences now in a lot of ways. But that's also why I like the custom games so much. And also why I don't like to play ranked. Because all I hear from people is in ranked that there's tons of cheaters everywhere, and like that's where all the people are cheating. And that also might just be people that are actually really good that even make this aimbot look like it's garbage, or this cheat like this, compared to some of the players that are actually really good and just use the built-in aim assist that almost is aimbot. Like maybe that's the solution. It's just like, oh, the game becomes a free built-in, everybody has aimbot. I think that's kind of the direction that it seems to be going anyways, honestly. We even looked at another aim assist video from Valorant earlier. It's like it's just so easy to aim in the first place. You don't even have to worry about getting a cheat to stay on target for it. But then, is that even really that fun? I don't know. Yeah. That's weird. But then again, if you're just playing with you and some buddies in a private match and you can have your own experience, that's one of the reasons I love the customs so much. Now, I can't fully enforce everything for cheaters and everything on it, but our community is pretty solid in the first place to where, fortunately, it hasn't been a big concern in the games that we've played. If you're playing also with 100, 150 people in a lobby, it can be harder to enforce. But yeah, that does suck, man. That does suck. Well, hopefully Call of Duty can get on that one next. Oh, Ricochet. It's going to need to be the main developers for their game soon.